Another saint story made with love.
Hello, little soul. I am Simon Stock, an English Carmelite friar. Have you ever wondered why millions of Catholics around the world wear two small pieces of brown cloth around their necks? To understand that, we must travel back to a mountain made holy by prayer. Long before the Carmelite order existed, the prophet Elijah lived on Mount Carmel. There he courageously defended the worship of the one true God against the prophets of Baal. When Elijah prayed, the Lord answered with fire from heaven, revealing that he alone is the true God. From that day, Mount Carmel became a place remembered for trusting God completely. Centuries later, Christian hermits settled on that same mountain, following Elijah's example of prayer, silence, and contemplation. They built a small chapel dedicated to the Blessed Virgin Mary and became known as the Brothers of the Blessed Virgin Mary of Mount Carmel. Near the beginning of the 13th century, Albert, the Patriarch of Jerusalem, gave our community a rule of life, helping shape the Carmelite order. But our peaceful life did not last. Violence forced us to leave the Holy Land. We became strangers in Europe. Many believed our young order should disappear. As Prior General, I carried the fears of every Carmelite brother. Humanly speaking, our future seemed uncertain. So I turned to our Blessed Mother and begged her not to abandon her children. According to a cherished Carmelite tradition, on July 16, 1251, my prayer was answered. The Blessed Virgin Mary appeared before me. She held the brown scapular, the same garment already worn as part of our Carmelite habit. The word scapular comes from the Latin scapulae, meaning shoulders. It was a long, sleeveless piece of cloth worn over the shoulders like an apron. Monks and friars wore it to protect their religious habits while doing manual labor. Over time, it became more than a practical garment. It came to symbolize dedication to God, prayer, obedience, and carrying the yoke of Christ. Our Lady chose this humble garment as the visible sign of her maternal care for the Carmelite order. She said, "Receive, my beloved son, this scapular of thy order. It is the special sign of my favor. Whoever dies clothed in this shall not suffer eternal fire." According to Carmelite tradition, Our Lady's promise filled our struggling order with renewed hope. We continued our mission of prayer, preaching, and serving the Church, trusting in our maternal care. Over time, the Carmelite order became firmly established in Europe, and the brown scapular became the cherished sign of our devotion to Our Lady and our commitment to follow Jesus. For centuries, these words have inspired countless Catholics to entrust themselves to Mary's motherly care while faithfully following Jesus. The brown scapular is not a magical object. It is not a guarantee of heaven. It is a sacramental of the Church, a sacred sign that reminds us to remain close to Christ. It reminds us that we belong to Mary, who never keeps anything for herself. She always leads us to her Son. As devotion to Our Lady of Mount Carmel spread, the Carmelite order introduced a smaller brown scapular for the faithful. Those who are enrolled become spiritually united with the Carmelite family and are invited to share in its life of prayer and devotion. For generations, many Catholics have shared remarkable stories of Mary's protection, guidance, and conversion through her intercession while wearing the brown scapular. These are cherished devotional testimonies that continue to encourage the faithful. Little soul, if you wear the brown scapular, do not wear it as a lucky charm. Wear it as a promise to stay close to Jesus, a promise to imitate Mary's faith, a promise to persevere until the end. And every time you place it over your shoulders, remember that Our Lady is gently taking your hand and leading you to her Son. Follow Cute Messengers for more saintly stories. Cute Messengers, small voices, heavenly messages.
Thank you for watching.